Well, hi there, boys and girls, and everybody in between. It's been a long time since I have made one of these droppings. It's simply because my phone broke and I had to wait to get a new one. It got so bad that I had to reboot every time I wanted to send a picture or a file. Anyway, welcome to a dropping here by Rich Scott Democracy Theater. So I woke up this morning. I do some working at night, so sometimes sleep in a little bit. And there, I had missed the streaming of a conversation between Sam Seder and Joy, what's her name? The press spokesperson for Bernie Sanders. Oh my God. She does the Bad Faith podcast anyway. It was on there. And, well, when I woke up, I saw all these tweets, about it. Sam Seder was trending, and I went to the trending thing, and I read some of the comments, and, it was... it wasn't nice to Sam, let's just say that. So I wanted to go see it for myself, because I really, as I've said on multiple occasions, I don't understand any of it. I don't understand the objection. I don't understand why, if you fight, if you believe Medicare for all is good policy and it's something that we should have, if you're even on that, you believe that healthcare is a human right, then I have not understood any of the arguments against forcing the vote. There has not been one good one. So Brianna, when Brianna then has Sam Seder on, and I think that Sam Seder has been one of the, one of the more important people missing from this fight. So I wanted to go see it for myself and not just enjoy the lashing that he got on Twitter. And I came away with two things that three things. Two things that were very, very clear. One being that he somehow believes that the number of congresspeople, the number of senators, and what they will vote for after a debate, a floor debate, a public debate, in the middle of a pandemic where people in America are losing their health care because they lost their job. He somehow believes that pool of politicians, that pool of people is static and will not move. They are not persuadable by argument or being confronted with the angst of the people in their district, which is absurd. But that was his one argument. The other argument was, so it went all over the place with the ask. We should have asked for this and we should have asked for that. Which was not what, that wasn't what he did while the fight was going on. And then he continued to take it back to Jimmy Dore. The fact that Jimmy Dore was a part of it, the fact that he wants to ascribe bad intention to Jimmy Dore, and because he is hung on, as far as I understood, that in a debate Jimmy Dore said, well, fuck it, let's have Trump, because Trump will show just how bad these people are, and would lead to a Elizabeth Warren, which was true, except it wouldn't have been Elizabeth Warren, it would have been Bernie Sanders if it wasn't for Clyburn and Obama getting involved in the primaries, which I can't understand why Brianna didn't address with him. Furthermore, what I also tweeted at him, because first I ascribed that he was just a bad person, but he's not. He has been, at best, if we believe that he really believes that the rest of us should at least have the same kind of crappy health care that he has, or good health care that he has. If we believe that, then he has to recognize that he's been beaten into submission. That he's been beaten in politics so badly that he's afraid to ask for something because he's afraid that they're going to take something else away from him. You combine that with a person that is comfortable, right? He's comfortable in his life. He has enough money. He's not struggling, or certainly not in any way that is known to anybody. He has health care, and he's afraid. You can't be comfortable and afraid and be a progressive. It's just not possible. Because if you're comfortable with what you have and you're afraid then of losing it, then you won't fight for the rest of us. For the ones of us that are living paycheck to paycheck, if we're that lucky. For the ones of us that are homeless, for the ones of us that do not have health care. For the 123 Americans, excuse me, that pre-pandemic died each and every day. You can't argue for us. You can't fight for us because you're afraid. And I understand fear. I understand fear. There's two things I understand after these last five years. It is depression and fear. So I'm not like shaming you, but you have to come to grips with that and then present yourself as someone that's fighting for different set of issues. But but one thing that was certainly clear for the rest of us, and one thing that we should be angry at Jimmy Dore for, we should be angry at Sam for, and Benjamin Dixon, and the Fifth Colonist, and all of the other big online progressive people, is that they didn't get together and have a conversation so that if people decide to listen, we don't think this is a good idea, but we are at least going to get out of the way and not stand in the way of you trying to get health care for everybody in America. That they hadn't had that meeting just shows how fractured and unorganized we are. I mean, had everybody met up, everybody could have been assigned a role and everybody knew what they were going to do. Who was going to be the antagonist? Who were going to work on the inside? could have reached out through the Justice Democrat to tell AOC, hey, listen, this is coming and you should get on board. Anyway, it is a beautiful day before the rain will come, and I hope that you have the most amazing weekend and that you take care of yourself and each other.